Today I'll expand on my last video and introduce another product from FormD, the vertical stand. I'm Chris, and in this video I'll walk you through the vertical stand, the pros and cons, who should buy this stand, and my final opinions. Full transparency, I've already unboxed the stand prior to this video. In the box is pretty straightforward. If you've ordered anything from FormD, then you know the box is discreet, but comes with adequate protection for shipping and handling. You'll get the stand itself, which has a very similar finish comparable to the black T1 kit, a nice mix of matte and smooth texture. In the back of the stand, you'll see two smaller cutouts meant for the antenna extension cables and a bigger cutout to run your rear I/O cables underneath. On the bottom is 4 inset holes to secure the stand to the back of the T1. Next in the box is the male to female antenna extension cables. These come with washers and nuts needed to fasten them to the back of the stand. They're wrapped in this shiny rubberized sleeve and feels durable. Lastly, you get a small baggie with a set of long Phillips head screws and rubber feet. Today we'll be installing the stand on the eWhite T1 version 2.1. Installing the stand, you'll need to fully assemble your T1, but stop just short of installing the rear thumb screws. To prevent from scratching, place the T1 face down on a soft fabric or a microfiber cloth. Determine which side you want to see on your desk, CPU or GPU side. Place the stand gently over the holes on the recessed side. Insert the long screws into the holes. Be sure to insert all 4 screws first, then tighten in the X pattern. This applies equal pressure, preventing the stand from chafing the rear of the case. Next, install the antenna extension cables. Unscrew the nut, insert it into the hole from the inside, and refasten the nut. From here, you can attach your antenna for uninterrupted Bluetooth and Wi-Fi connectivity. After it's all said and done, I think it looks pretty cool, especially with the eWhite case, giving it contrast and dimension. The dimensions for the vertical stand are 220mm in length, 130mm in width, and 50mm in height. That's about 1.4 liters in volume, but it also saves you a decent amount of desk space, making the setup 384mm tall for those people looking to place it inside a cabinet or confined space. Overall, the quality is nice and what you come to expect from FormD. For the pros, the build quality is good, even has the same black finish as the black T1. The structure is solid and doesn't bend or bulge at all. The stand seems to be tall enough to use your average cables. I have my thick Cat7 Ethernet cable, thick power supply cable, and a rigid braided DisplayPort cable. You may get better results and less strain by picking up 90-degree cables, however for me, it's not needed. The antenna appears to be decent quality, but I don't use Bluetooth or Wi-Fi very often. The Xbox controller is just for appearances only. I am able to get good results on my wireless mouse and keyboard, and there doesn't seem to be any issues with the receiver being upside down in a metal box. The rubber feet are sturdy and they're not going anywhere, as I had to use a lot of force to remove them. CPU temperatures are good, idling at 42 degrees Celsius with a CCD average at 33 degrees, while the GPU also idles at 33 degrees. All while using the tempered glass, the PSU does have a small amount of space for air. It's not much, but on typical day-to-day use, you'll never see the fans wrap up. You'll start to see problems when the GPU is at full load. It's not horrible by any means, but it does lead us into our first con: higher GPU load temperatures. Running FarmArk for 60 minutes, the GPU reached 76 degrees Celsius and a hotspot of 85 degrees. Still within safe use, but higher than my previous thermals of 69 degrees on average and 79 for the hotspot. That's 6-degree difference in average and 7-degree difference in hotspot temps. In my case, this is due to the 4080 expelling the warm air through the vents through the backplate. Now the warm air is forced to travel down and out through the rear of the case and the vertical stand. This goes against the natural flow of warm air, as warm air likes to rise. With that being said, 76 degrees is still decent after running the GPU at full load for 1 hour. You may avoid this issue if you use a non-Founders Edition graphics card with traditional side intake. The last con is the lack of rubber or protection between the back of the case and the vertical stand. It's not a big deal, but I like to avoid chafing or scratching my case as much as possible. No issues yet, however. I really like the direction FormD is heading, trying new things and giving us options and breathing new life into the T1. The vertical stand officially supports versions 2.0 and 2.1, but there's a good chance it'll fit version 2.5, but that has not been verified. For the moment, the stand only comes in black, but I'd really like to see it in more colors like the titanium or even E-white. I'd love to see a future version with perforated holes to help the heat flow out better. I'd love to see a version with USB-C or USB Type-A hub in the front. I think people would be happy to see multiple colors, but black does look good on all the current colors offered from Form. The vertical stand is perfect for those looking to further reduce the space on their desk. I can see this being popular for people looking for H1, but with better build quality. This is not for those looking for the lowest of temperatures, especially on the GPU side, but even if you do, you should be fine. This does support the upcoming T-Grill. If you're looking for that mini fridge look, this is for you. You can pick up the vertical stand for $50 US on formT1.com. Thank you for watching and see you next time.